Hello everyone, Gaara here and welcome to a brand new deck tech video. Today I'm going to talk about the priest deck that I've been using on ladder for quite a while after the GvG expansion came out, and I've been climbed to on Europe to like rank 20 legend. With 4 losses I climbed from rank 2 to rank 20 legend, and I I did very well. Like I won like 40 games or something, 40 to 4, stuff like that. Then I played on NA, tournaments came up, and I did a lot of deck testing, and right now I'm also playing on NA. I'm going over the deck list here. It's a pretty unique, well, it's not that unique, but yeah, it has like a couple specific changes to the standard priest deck that I really prefer myself when I play priest on ladder. I played the double circle. For a long time I didn't play circle at all in my priest decks because I didn't like the card, because priest is too situational. You have so many situational combo cards as priest with the Shadow Madness and the Cabals, or like just situational cards in general, the Pyromancers, the Clerics, like even auch ein Knight. There's like not a single card in priest that you just wanna play, like just play on board and not react to the opponent. But priest is like that it's like very reactionary to your opponent. But if you have the right cards in the right time, priest is a really powerful class. So I went back to the circle of feeling because I decided to play Light of the Naru. In my opinion, this is a really strong card. So if you get the full value out of the card, you get a free 1-drop on top of it, and this 1-drop can get out of control pretty quickly in a priest deck. So Light of the a Light Warden was never really a terrible card in priest, but it's just that you have better cards available to put in your deck. But if you get Light Warden for free, it's actually really good, and free heal for just 1 mana is extremely strong. It's 10% of the total life pool for just 1 mana, and it's a spell on top of it, which means you can combo it with the Wild Pyromancer. So there's like a lot of good things about this card. It costs only 1 mana, it heals for free, which is a lot, and it gives you, if you get the full value, a free Light Warden, and which with just a simple hero power use, it is already a free 2. So it's basically a free 2-drop. So the thing why I decided to play 2 Light of Naru is just to make Injured Blade Master, because I play 2. Just a very how do I put it? Whenever I draw this card, it's like a very consistent powerhouse minion. So because I will always have either Light of the Naru or Circle of Healing available in combination, and there's only very few classes that are popular right now on the ladder that can really deal easily with this minion. This, like, because you can't silence it, it's like a 4/7 most of the time, and yeah, which you can only hard remove with Hex or Sheep or like Execute. Like if a warrior doesn't have the Taskmaster Execute or a combination with Execute, he will not be able to deal with the Injured Blade Master, and then you will overwhelm him. But once a minion survives as a priest, you can get insane value out of it. You can heal them, you can buff them up with the Valiant's Chosen, Powered Shields, draw cards with the Cleric. It snowballs from there. I play 1 silence. Silence is like you want to play as many silence as possible, but you just don't have room for more. The thing about the spell silence, which you have available as a priest, is that you can combo it with the Wild Pyromancer, and you can also combo it with the Holy Fire. I play 1 Holy Fire. If you play against Hunter and he plays a Highman, you can just silence Holy Fire, for example, as a combination, which I really like. Powered Shield is a super strong card. You get +2 health for free basically, because this card replaces itself. The Cleric is just very strong in combination with the Pyromancer. So when you play Pyromancer, you basically are forced to play Cleric because you can combo it with the Circle and just draw an insane amount of cards. Double Pyromancer for board clear, double Shadow Pain. This is interesting. It's like basically to deal with Undertakers. Just the card is just very powerful in my opinion right now. Like I used to play the Shrink Meisters. First I played 2 Shrink Meisters, then I cut 1 to 1, and now I just play 0 because it's too situational. It's like you go back to you just play so many combo cards, you have to wait. Like the combination with Cabal is very good, but there's not even so many minions you can steal, because there's not so many minions on turn 8 that have 4 attack, which you can steal with the Cabal Shrinkmeister. Like even a Cairn would be played in turn 6, for example, which would be the highest value you can get besides this era. Yeah, I play one dev just because I think it's enough. There's very few controls you play against, and if you play against Handlock, you're not favored anyways to win this matchup if you don't get some crazy thought steal. And yeah, you can still win because you play Vol'jin basically as the second Shadow Word dev, and Vol'jin is just like, you get way more value out of this card than from the second Shadow Word dev. And yeah, basically you will face a lot of aggro decks when you play ladder, so just like to play one dev. It makes up for way less clocked hands. Yeah, I play one Thoughtseize just because I think it's enough. I played a lot of Priest Mirror matches and also against other control decks, and just to get like a card advantage when it goes to fatigue, one Thoughtsteal is enough. And against aggro decks, it's like a card. It's basically a dead card because it's too slow. You can't keep it in your hand, and you don't want to draw it. The combination with Pyromancer Thoughtsteal is also too slow. It's just to make the matchup against aggro decks stronger. One balance chosen. I like the combination with Shade. Also, if like a cleric survives or something, you can buff it up. There's many situations where balance chosen. I'm still thinking about if I should keep this card in my deck, but it's a very strong tempo card. Even if you just buff a Dark Cultist or whatever you buff with this card, it's 2 4 stats and 1 spell power is a lot for 3 mana. So yeah, Dark Cultist, it's a very strong card. I cut 1 for the Shade just because I think against control decks I rather have a Shade, and I also like the combination of when you play Shade, coin Shade into Dark Cultist, then you basically you force your opponent to kill the Shade and give the value from the Death Rattle to the Shade. It's just it's nice synergy, and you can also use the Shade to buff it with the Velen and also to powered shield. Because most of the time it's very difficult for a priest to keep a minion on the board. I don't like playing 2 Shades because I don't like top decking Shades. Sometimes in late game you rather have a 4 toughness minion on the board when you have like board control and you wanna just play some minions. Then you rather play Cultists than Shades because they are very weak to even weaker AoE like Consecration, Holy Nova, or Spell Power Swipe, something like that. I let Auchenai is pretty core as a board clear. This deck has a lot of board clear. It has the Pyromancers. I used to play Shrinkmeister. Now I play one Holy Nova just because to have even against Paladins. Paladins are super strong. They develop the board. Once they play the Master for Battle, you have to clear the board or you will lose if they have a Quartermaster. Then you are basically forced to already Circle Auchenai or you lose. So I play one Holy Nova now. Harrison Jones, because weapon classes are very popular. Even the Rogue, the Mech Rogue, is very popular now. And Paladin obviously has a lot of weapons. Warrior has a lot of weapons. So you will only against Druids you will not get, or Warlocks. Well, against Warlock, you if you play against Headlock, you keep it for Jaraxxus. And if you against Zoo, it's like a dead card, but yeah, you already make this deck very strong against aggro decks anyways. And against Druids, you have no problems if you always go for the Injured Blade Master play, so it doesn't matter if you have a Harrison in your deck. I like the Vol'jin. It's a very strong 5-drop. It kills basically anything if you have something like an Auchenai to use the hero power, so you can kill like any big minion. Holy Fire, I like it against Warriors because Warrior is one of the hardest matchups after Handlock. And if they use the Alexstrasza, you can, so to heal up, because I don't play taunts, you need to have heal in your deck. And now I have Holy Nova, I have the double Knight of the Naru and one Holy Fire. It also kills the Shield Maidens, which is very important. You don't want to waste deaths for that. Or like you don't want to waste deaths also for cards like Ancient of Lore, because everyone plays Dr. Boom, and so you wanna kill something bigger with the Shadow Deaths. Cabal, just very strong card overall. It's very good against any aggro decks. Almost every deck has something to steal. Most decks play Sludge Belcher, you can steal the second Slime. Against Warrior you steal Acolytes. Every deck has something. All the mech decks, there's like a lot of stuff to see right now. Sylvana's best control card in the game, and Dr. Boom is a staple card in any control deck. So if you want to be strong against control decks, you can add one mind control. If you want to be strong against aggro decks, you might consider playing a second Holy Nova. So this is the priest deck that I used to climb to pretty high legend on EU, playing on NA right now, and I hope you guys like it, and see you in some games.